Hi gorgeous faces, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes with managing our emotions, okay? So you can identify your intuition to bring in that healthy relationship outside of yourself, all right? So you're looking, okay, to identify your intuition, but it comes from the essence of love, okay? Loving self, loving beings, loving planet, okay? And loving God. Someone thinks you are so loving. They think you're helpful. They think you're sexy. They think you're reliable when it comes to goals, goals and organizations, okay? We're looking at maybe someone very active, a very ambitious person when it comes to courage, okay? They have the ability to use their intuition to go through any blocks, okay? We're looking at a very vigorous woman, okay? Very frisky, freestyle, confident, self-assured woman, okay? We're looking at the Queen of Wands, right? You could be thinking about the Queen of Wands, a fire sign person, looking at a very self-assured person, but could have a very strong head, impatient manner, pride before the fall, or quick-tempered person. They could be a leader, okay, or very domineering on access. When it comes to ambition, the very authoritative, okay, very confident woman when it comes to maybe acting, teacher, or being an athlete. But we're looking at someone that thinks maybe the Queen of Wands very honourable, okay, maybe loves the limelight, and likes a jet lifestyle. Maybe this Queen of Wands is looking at a high level of commitment, or looking within the higher self for their greatest good. Maybe they're looking at a painful ending. Maybe someone's backstabbing them in the back, sinking their ships with their lips. But it looks like this Queen of Wands is looking at maybe a marriage or a Taurus person or institution. Or she's looking at the wisdom and the knowledge of, like, maybe spirituality, maybe. But she's been guided, though, to look within her own blocks, maybe, or look within her own marriage. But she's very heavily focused, because she feels like someone's very toxic. She's been spiritually guided maybe by the devil, and it's a burden. She could be a Sagittarius person. Maybe she's in that energy of into me I seek. She's probably got a lot of things running around in her mind, like flying around. Maybe she's the fly on the wall, and she wants to be honest about maybe a dark entity in her life. Or maybe she's going through, or maybe she's being very outspoken to a very toxic husband or a Taurus person. Somebody was exaggerating, being very irresponsible when it comes to maybe a jet set life or being a priest, or when it comes to philosophy. Because she's angry or jealous or in fear, or maybe looking at a lie when it comes to a Taurus or Capricorn person, when it comes to maybe the Ace of Pentacles. Someone's probably angry or jealous. A very distorted woman. She could be a very busybody, overbearing person that's jealous and envious about someone's new job or someone's promotion. When it comes to maybe being a spiritual teacher. Someone's angry, though. Very angry. Very passionately angry. Or maybe she's looking at an offer to a player, very angry. But at the same time, someone, a fire sign person, going into a new job, a new pay rise. When it comes to the passion of maybe, when it comes to earthly matters, something more solid. We're looking at earthly gift that's going into an earthly treasure. Maybe someone's looking at a book negotiation, or maybe doing a blog, or anything that's going to bring a solid foundation. Someone's angry or jealous about this energy being guided. She's heavily looking at this situation. Maybe she's stuck in a toxic relationship. Yeah, she's stuck in her thoughts. Her thoughts, lots of things keep running around in her mind about this passion. I keep seeing this fucking fly. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't really swear. She's stuck in her mind, man. She's a fly on the wall about something. A fly keeps floating around. Yeah, maybe a Leo person. Maybe looking at the strength of a Leo person when it comes to a Gemini person, maybe. When it comes to the thoughts, into me, I think. Someone trying to be adaptable. Because someone's very angry about someone probably moving on. Because someone's thinking more articulate. Because maybe they're stuck in their thoughts about someone communicating very cleverly, and they're very jealous about someone's leadership. Because someone's very curious when it comes to the mind, when it comes to the intellect. Could be a journalist, could be very curious about maybe a self-restrictive, imposed situation or a person. Or someone's passionate, knowing that someone went into a situation for entrapment. So now someone's in their thoughts about someone being cunning or very gossip. Could be a Gemini person, a very talkative person. Could be a sociable person. Well, she's in her thoughts though. She's talking a lot in her thoughts. Maybe she's trying to be flexible. But she's not. I think she's finding a hard time being flexible. Because I think she's stuck in her mind about an adventure. About someone's passion going towards an Ace of Pentacles. Someone's very jealous. Yeah, she's going for a Tower moment, man. She's going for a Tower moment. She built something on false ground away from her intuition. This is the sorted feminine. Could be a Capricorn person. Or Aries, Gemini. Or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Or a Capricorn person. Or a Taurus person. Or a Virgo person. They're very trapped in their mind about someone being spiritually guided towards a generational wealth. It could be inheritance. Maybe someone's messed up their inheritance, maybe. But someone's been guided though. But her foundation's going down, Tower moment. It's a very much an unwanted time. There seems to be unwanted changes when it comes to maybe someone's marriage. Or when it comes to like being guided by a spiritual guider or something. Because someone's going through disgrace. Maybe it's Queen of Wands. Because of upheaval, violence within her own marriage or commitment or institution. Maybe it's going for upheaval because someone's very jealous about a mentor, maybe a spiritual mentor. Or how someone can think on their highest level of their thought to go towards their highest self. Because they're very clever when it comes to being articulate, when it comes to communication. They're very passionate, maybe about a project or the Ace of Pentacles, that's a gift. Maybe they're jealous about a gifted person that's about to plant a treasure. Or someone's jealous about someone maybe getting a ring, maybe. Because there seems to be a new cycle. Because there might be a choice between two women, 2 fire signs, or 2 very, I don't know, magnetic, passionate women, but one is very distorted, overbearing, likes to forge for success. They got lights on outside, but not inside of themselves. So now maybe there's another Queen of Wands or another woman in the energy of a Queen of Wands. They've gone within and seen the truth. Maybe this Queen of Wands could be the same person that's gone within, or it could be a Taurus person and a Sagittarius person. 2 women, could be 2 sisters maybe. Or it could be twins for some of you. Sagittarius person, a Capricorn person, a Taurus person. It could be 2 females. Very distorted females. Overbearing. They're quite bullyish. Very vengeful. These are very shallow women. Because now there's a masculine trying to take control maybe. When it comes to boundaries, because someone's wounded, because they took a pathway. When it comes to a distorted feminine, it could be a Jezebel or a Delilah, or an evil Eve, or a Genevieve Nadia. We're looking at rivals, challenges. This masculine looks like he's got an obstacle, and what's on his mind is about maybe trying to control a toxic relationship or 2 toxic women in their energy. Because maybe these women are so jealous, they want this maybe Sagittarius masculine to turn his back away from a solid offer. And maybe a passionate project that can be very solid and they're not involved. So they're jealous and envious. Because now we're looking at controlling. You have to control your barriers. You've got to have healthy barriers. Because it seems like someone's very thirsty when it comes to seeking for money and status or power. Because someone looks like they're overly ambitious, a social climber maybe as well. Maybe looking at a farmer or a banker, maybe. Because someone's being very irresponsible. Because now maybe this masculine thinks of maybe it's gone to a political error. When it comes to someone trying to control someone's boundaries. It's a burden. It's a burden for someone turning back on a new cycle when it comes to a project. Or maybe it's a burden because someone's jealous maybe of a higher priestess that's higher than the Pope. When it comes to two people maybe getting an offer. Maybe an air sign and a fire sign. And now there's a Taurus person or such a Taurus person or Virgo person, women, going for a tower moment because they built something on false ground. So now because of the energy, all right, of these envious, barbaric women, it's not just a downfall when it comes to people. It's going to be people, things, and places because the tower moment is a major arcana. So it's going to be unwanted changes with two people falling from grace maybe. Yeah, because someone's going into victory. Maybe someone taking a new leap of faith. Maybe a Leo person. They're going for victory. They're going for rewards when it comes to a solid offer. Someone looks like they're very wounded by the mind, though. Because someone's manifesting a new cycle. A new passionate cycle when it comes to a project. That's maybe stuck in someone's thoughts. Somebody wants to restrict someone going towards a perfect kind of like offer when it comes to a gift that can be planted because what's above is below. So now someone is focused on a creativity that they can turn that vision into reality, and they're inspired to take that adventure, and they're very passionate because it comes with lots of offers, like an onion. Like one onion, you think, right, okay, it can make maybe 1 meal, but with that onion it got lots of layers. So they're seeing that an offer has many, many layers, many options, many opportunities. Now, someone's very passionate to go towards this situation, but there's always someone on the other side of this barrier that they're wanting confusions and delusions because they're jealous and envious about someone's new cycle. They're jealous, man, because someone's got the resources, the passion, they're protected. They can come out of any self-imposed restriction. Maybe a Gemini person has. Because now you're looking at maybe a Queen of Cups. The passion of a Queen of Cups. Her happiness. Maybe someone's envious about someone's happiness. Maybe someone was searching for happiness. And they went towards this woman and said, how did you get happiness? She said, I always had it. And they saying, well, I've been looking for happiness all my life. I've got everything. I had a whole big tower and I'm still not happy. And she said, well, I just focus on my cup of love. That is my cup of life. With my spiritual child. This could be a very intuitive psychic woman that gives good advice and someone's passionate about this person. They got this insight, maybe a Gemini person or Aries person or a Leo person. They see a sweetheart when it comes to like the energy, intentions and actions. Someone's been watching this lovable woman from afar maybe and they're very happy. Maybe they see this person as a soulmate. And they're manifesting this loving woman. Maybe somebody wants to come passionately and do a reunion and someone's angry about the situation. Hey, Queen of Cups. And maybe Queen of Cups is stuck thinking about her hero that she sees within herself. She fears his safety around the devil. She just wants him to be safe. And at least get back to heaven, you know. Don't be restricted with toxic people. Because there seems to be maybe a Leo person. Someone's thinking about maybe a Leo person. Or a Leo person thinking about a sweetheart. Stuck thinking about a sweetheart. Someone's going for a tower moment. Maybe 2 feminines or 1 feminine, 1. Because now we're looking at higher priestess. The foundation of this tower coming down is the higher priestess when it comes to love. Someone's looking at the higher priestess when it comes to secrets. Someone's got a hidden feeling, but there seems to be a mysterious woman. So you've got to follow your intuition. You've got to trust yourself by correcting your flaws, walking in love, talking in truth. The more you trust yourself, you trust your inner soul. Because your inner soul is your inner voice. It goes beyond your thoughts, all right? So don't be stuck in self-restriction. Someone's doing sabotaging because someone's going to spiritual prison, earth prison, or mental prison for the structure that they built when it comes to their own foundation. So now someone's looking at someone very balanced, maybe a spiritual teacher, someone's very jealous, very envious, because someone's been telling lies, or someone's fearing someone's boundaries, because they got the strength and ambition to manifest a new cycle when it comes to gifts, planting as a foundation that's going to be solid, okay, when it comes to being like a treasure. A King of Wands. The King of Wands is thinking about maybe his counterpart is looking straight at the higher priest, is hiding the Pope, he's gone within and seeing the truth. He understands he needs his barriers towards maybe a distorted feminine, a Taurus person maybe, okay, or a Leo, Sagittarius person, or Aries person. But they can't control when it comes to their ambition. They're too overly ambitious. They're lazy, overindulgent, very possessive, unreliable people. Very stubborn when it comes to being industrious, okay? Or maybe being conventional, very unconventional people. Very cautious. You've got to be very cautious, all right? Because someone's very curious about a Gemini person, maybe. Because someone's trying to be very versatile around this masculine because they know that they have been being very cunning and very gossipy. They've been trying to change this masculine maybe because now we're looking at boundaries. Someone's going for a new love because they've got healthy boundaries up. They've got their ambition and the strength to go forward. Maybe the King of Wands is doing very straight, blunt talking when it comes to the cup of love. It comes from self-love. Because someone's looking at the dove of love when it comes to intuition, psychic gifts. They understand that they need healthy boundaries. The soul of the self will give them healthy boundaries when it comes to the strength and ambition to fight against the devil, okay? Because now they're looking at institution maybe, or a marriage, or high-level commitment. It's very toxic. It's very devilish. Maybe someone's doing dark spiritual practices, all right? So now we're looking at the Magician. Someone's manifesting a new love when it comes because it comes with a cup of love. It comes with a foundation when it comes to a gift to be planted as a treasure for generational wealth. This is old school money, all right? Someone's got the gift. Someone's got the skills, the talent, and the willpower to bring what's above is below, all right? What's above is below is the onion that can be peeled into many. So now someone see they've got many options. They're not confused, especially if you're using intuition. And then you can plant your foundation with your emotions. Because someone probably wasn't a third-party person and they were trapped maybe. Because there would seem to be a third party. Maybe there were 3 women, 1, 2, 3. Do you know what I mean? So now someone understands maybe someone was stuck, or maybe someone wants to give up the player energy. Because someone's making a very fast lifestyle change maybe. Maybe someone doesn't want to be a player anymore. They don't want to be stuck in that player energy. This is why they didn't stay around this lovable woman. They didn't want to play this woman. So they left and had a party with other people until they discovered themselves. And now they discovered themselves. They've got the strength, ambition to change that, maybe change their lifestyle. Maybe someone wants to send you a message of invitation, but somebody's looking at their circle of friends maybe. And they're going into simplicity, moderation, boundaries. Maybe someone wants to give up their player energy. They want to settle down. Yeah, they want to settle down and balance maybe with a loving woman. Because now we're looking at maybe a balanced King and Queen of Wands. This is a very good leader. He's got the visionary. This is a go-getter. This is like an orientated person. This could be a self-made person, but they've got to have healthy boundaries because they're looking at new love and new work. New cycle of friends. Every ending has a new beginning. Because now we're looking at Earth Angel. Maybe somebody wants to send a message to someone that's a soul having a human experience. Because they got self-discipline, self-control. And when you have that, the sky's your limit. Because now you've got your Godhead on. Only the Emperor and the Empress can go into the chariot. Do you understand? Because what's above is below. But you've got to have boundaries. Maybe someone's stopping someone's movements when it comes to their ships coming in. So maybe they were stalling with work and bringing in burdens so they won't walk away. But someone's got to walk away because there was never any emotion. It was an entrapment. It was like a player. You know, like it was a player woman playing a player man. It is what it is. Do you understand? So you got to walk away. Yeah, when you walk away, you'll find your 8 goes into a 9. 8, 9. See? So now you're going to wish fulfillment for more equal give and take within your pathway. So maybe this masculine King of Swords is looking at maybe he's being over illogical, or he's got like the information and he's making transformations about a deception. Because someone's in fear about someone's information, or someone's in fear about King of Swords, or someone's in fear about God. Because someone's in fear about information going around. Because there seemed to be deception. Someone was trying to people please, barking up the wrong tree. Because they won't look at the shadow of themselves. And maybe it must have been this toxic women or this toxic woman in this energy. Because now there's justice because it was injustice, because you have to use your intuition. Especially when there feels like something that's gold, but it's not glittering. So now there's justice for a Queen of Swords. Someone's looking at celebrating or a reunion for the Queen of Swords. That's a wish fulfillment. They want to come in blunt and have a conversation, get away within and seeing the truth. Somebody wants to take a leap of faith towards the Queen of Swords. Maybe a fire sign person. Wants to bring in balance to Aquarius person. He wants to hold on to that healing. He feels unloved. He feels like that's the queen. That is the Empress. And he wants to have an Ace of Wands. Passion projects. Urge to create from the soul of the self. The soul is born to love. Okay. The Queen of Wands. She is the walking example of the lesson of power from her intuition. The power is not from money. The power is from your intuition or the soul of the self. When you listen to your intuition, you're listening to the soul, because the soul is the heart. Because that's why. Why, I meant? Because the heart is the seat of the soul. All right? So we're looking at Earth Angel, or balancing our emotions. Or maybe that's what she's looking at. An Earth Angel. That's what she's looking at. And now the Earth Angels, the 12 Earth Angels, the Zodiacs, they come in, they write your name down, and then probably they've written a name down for the Queen of Wands, and that's why her tower's coming down. That's a hidden feeling. Her tower's coming down because it was built on false ground, because the devil was in there. When the devil's in the tower, and someone didn't use their intuition, so the devil comes in the tower. When the devil comes in and does a destruction, that's when the angels come in, start writing down people's naughty names from the Satan clause of the laws that came down your chimney and done colonization in your house for sparkling ideas. Maybe this institution or a fire sign person or a Taurus person was looking for sparkling ideas from a fire sign person, a Taurus person, angry that maybe someone is making an investment and they have to have boundaries when it comes to maybe a Taurus person getting investments from sparkling ideas in this institution. Someone's very angry, very jealous, very envious about maybe someone's investment, because what you sow is what you reap. All right? Because the 7 of Pentacles is all about patience, hard work. So now someone's going for delayed success, and someone's trying to be controlling. Why? Because they're fearing someone moving on with lots of sparkling ideas that become like an onion. So now this seems to be a toxic situation, maybe at work, all right? Or when it comes to the energy, again, of a Capricorn person, maybe 3 people in this group, maybe, or this teamwork. It's very toxic, shady work, need boundaries. All they were looking for was a payout. So you got that strength, maybe a Cancer person. You got that strength to walk away from a Cancer person because he doesn't have the willpower. He's a very toxic person. Maybe he paid for someone's car, and now maybe someone wants to hold on to that car, take control of someone's movements. They don't have no self-control, no self-discipline. So someone's looking at the Grand Reaper, maybe a Cancer person or Virgo person or a Capricorn person. They got too much like money on the mind. You can't go to the car itself. That's why they're angry. The heart is too heavy. His heart's too heavy. They're not gonna fly like a feather. It's blocked. They don't have a heart, so they can't water any seeds that's coming their way. It's more sparkling, and that's it. So someone's wasting money over and over again, maybe 4 years, maybe, or take it as it resonates, because they're very imbalanced. It's a very toxic situation. They don't care. It's very shallow people, very shallow team or collaboration of shallow people, very materialistic people, materialistic whore pipes. But someone's looking at someone at like a pedestal. You mustn't put people on a pedestal. And I think that's where they went wrong. Maybe someone saw someone, maybe a Capricorn person or Virgo person, as someone that was on a pedestal. But it was fake for success. They were trying to hold on to people's properties, intellectual properties and creative ideas. Now they're angry that they can't hold on to it because it's come out of the group now. Something they were stealing from. So now they're fearing and they're lying because they're fearing these many opportunities of sparkling ideas coming out of the group. Now they're stuck. Why? Because they're not intuitive. Someone's very intuitive when it comes to sparkling ideas, or someone's learning, or maybe someone's walking with love on their sleeves, and now they're manifesting maybe a commitment with a family, maybe a soul family that's going to be more solid when it comes to like earthly goods, generational wealth, old school money. Because now we see the intuition. Someone's looking into their own cup of love. Maybe they feel like they were catfish in this group because a player lady played a player. So now they understand the passion when it comes to someone being in this group, when it comes to sparkling ideas. It was based on entrapment, or someone is trapped in their mind because they built a false foundation and they built one very high, like everything's like modeled in, friends, family, money, everything's structured in. But it was based on false friendships, false cycles. So now someone has a hidden feeling. And it's coming to an end when it comes to playing with someone's mind. So they can stay stuck in a situation. Maybe a fire sign person. So now maybe there's passion for a higher priestess, where someone wants to have a reunion, maybe with a tower reader, maybe, or someone's into divination. Because now you understand you can't be stuck on readers. You can't be passionate about tarot readers. You have to use your own intuition to bring your own solid gifts, your own solid foundation that's going to be your own generational wealth, okay, and your own treasure. And you can't rely on people. This is why people in this team are trying to control, because they don't have intuition for sparkling ideas. And that's what they're learning in this group. So now they're stuck because somebody wants to leave, or somebody has left. Maybe a Gemini female has left. Maybe a tarot reader that's very passionate when it comes to planting their own foundation with their intuition. But somebody was being very cunning, very gossipy in that group. Very toxic group, man. Very dark entity group. They got lights on outside, but they got none inside. None. So now maybe a King of Wands is stuck, or he's moving out of stuck situation, and he's looking at tarot reader very closely. Again, look. Very closely looking at a tarot reader that's very passionate, that's hiding the Pope. Maybe they want to reunite with this person, because now maybe the option that they were in, they had to balance their emotion. It takes patience to bring down a foundation that was maybe an option before, but this pathway is coming down, because maybe this King of Wands sees a counterpart where they want to send a sparkling message to, maybe a love message, maybe look at their options. Maybe it could be a performer, or it could be just someone that just got energy, enthusiasm for a sparkling new idea when it comes to the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is about studious new love, or maybe someone loves someone being a volunteer. Because now they're looking at a foundation, maybe for Taurus or Libra person or Sagittarius person. It's coming down, man, a fake fucking marriage. Or maybe he's looking at a counterpart, which is the Empress in a Two of Cups, and someone's jealous and envious about the situation. They've been thinking about this judgment, this decision that's very difficult to come out of. But someone's got the strength to tame the beast, not to go towards a Sagittarius person, because they're a burden in this home. Maybe Sagittarius or Aries person. Because someone's looking happy ever after. Because someone's heartbroken. Someone walked away from a Queen of Swords because they got a different perspective. Queen of Wands looking at her foundation about being blocked. A soulmate that's reliable. A Aquarius person. And that's the truth. They got clarity, breakthroughs. So they're looking at maybe there's ships to come in. Gemini's worried. Or maybe someone's in their thoughts about someone on the internet closing up a cycle. Maybe King of Cups. A very deceptive person. Very secretive. Working on backstabbing with a fight with a Leo person. Over maybe a Taurus person. About gifts, donations, money, conflicts, rivals, challenges. Obstacles, abuse, verbal, mental, physical, intimidations. Bloody hell, you've been for a lot, innit? Painful ending, man, rock bottom. But now someone's going for a new love. They're investing. Maybe someone that's stuck. New love, investment, been stuck. Because someone's moving with a few lovers. A Queen of Pentacles coming to an end. Because maybe they were looking at King of Pentacles, looking at a pathway that's lying, stealing, cheating, trying to act like a friend over projects when it comes to options. Someone's gone within and seen the truth and bringing justice, and now there's going to be a leap of faith. I don't know, maybe this Queen of Wands, man, is so influenced by a Taurus person. Maybe she's too fucking... I don't think she's got her own mind. I don't know, just pick that up, man. But someone's going for a foundation fall, though. They built something on false ground, false success, unwanted changes now with the truth. Because someone's in love, maybe. Because someone brings some confusions, man. Maybe a Leo person's defending. He's got the strength, maybe, to tame the beast when it comes to Queen of Wands, maybe. Or a Leo person. Maybe being defensive when it comes to foundation coming down. But foundation's coming down, though. The lion and the lioness, maybe defending their foundation. They had to have the patience to bring it down so they can start all over again. Because now there's a fast lifestyle speed, because now there's a change. Because someone's defending or someone tried to block this foundation coming down, but they can't block it. You can't block what God says is going to happen. No, your own energy. That's what I don't think people understand about energy. Sometimes when your foundation's coming down, it's actually because you created it. So you got to look back at your own actions. Someone lacks the accountability. Someone lacks accountability, man. They're not responsible. They don't have that discipline. So now someone's very wounded. They're looking at this Queen of Wands, maybe. The King of Cups. Maybe the King of Wands is in love. Is being very mature with his emotions when it comes to counterpart. But there's another situation with the King of Wands, King of Cups. It's a toxic mother. 7, 8, 9. She's wounded, man, over the King of Cups. Or this King of Cups is wounded. But then also there's another masculine coming in. And he feels very much in love. He's wounded. Because a foundation had to come down. Because he wants a new cup of love. With a soulmate. But it was in maybe a collaboration, a team, when it comes to work. They were passionate, but it came with shady work, laziness, overindulgence. So they had to put up healthy boundaries. But his King of Cups is looking angry enough. He's jealous. Maybe trying to defend his Queen of Wands. Because he's being defensive because he knows what he did. So maybe he's trying to hide his bullshit by trying to defend someone else. Away from maybe another fire sign masculine. But no, he's a little lying, little scumbag. Yeah, divided loyalty, man. He's trying to make himself look good for this Queen of Wands, but he knows he started this fight with this King of Wands. Why? Because he's jealous. He's envious of this masculine. He's envious of his new love and his solid beginning. He's jealous, man. He's jealous. And also, this could be the counterpart. Maybe this masculine is in love. He's using his intuition. Because you can make major shifts with your intuition and your psychic gifts, all right? Maybe he's a very spiritual person. But boy, this one's way too near to the devil, man. Nah. Remember, there's two. One earth angel And there's one toxic, and this one's deceptive. This King of Cups is a very deceptive person. Got too much secrets. He's in fear, man, of a fire sign King of Wands. He's in fear, yeah, because the foundation's coming down. Maybe because the foundation's coming down. Foundation said, nah, I don't care about you, bro. You can protect your Queen of Wands. Who gives a shit? That lifestyle's going, man. You can be, yeah, I am the Emperor. Yep, a fire sign person. I didn't give a damn, King of Cups. Yep, I'm holding on. Maybe I'm holding back a budget, looking at my inheritance, my gifts. Maybe someone understands this husband, yes, he's a toxic mother. But someone's looking at God, or someone's looking at King of Swords, holding back maybe an investment. Because they're looking at their own happiness when it comes to using intuition to bring in their own success. Yeah, but someone's being very deceptive around this romance. That's the truth. Someone's working on a foundation to break someone. A Queen of... somebody wants to break and block an Aquarius person, a soulmate, because they were relying on someone walking away and breaking their heart. That was their happiness, so they can have this house. Because someone's a burden. Because someone missed out an opportunity on the Queen of Swords. As Queen of Wands behind, looking at difficulty. She needs to look at her fucking marriage. Maybe with this King of Cups. King of Cups. Hey! Wait a minute. Now, there's another situation where this King of Wands is probably matching his counterpart. Because now you've got the King and Queen of Cups. And you've got the King and Queen of Wands. And you've got the Hierophant. And the Higher Priestess. So now maybe someone's sharing the same energy when it comes to creativity, when it comes to courage, when it comes to your intuition, psychic gifts, when it comes to emotions. Maybe someone really, both people really want a reunion, maybe, and they're manifesting it. Yet Queen of Cups, someone's manifesting this beautiful woman. Maybe it's King of Wands. Thinking maybe she could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer person, or a Gemini person. But somebody was being very manipulative for a foundation. Maybe there was another Queen of Cups, a very immature person that was looking for a foundation. They're very immature, very cunning. And maybe there was two Queen of Cups. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, a very promiscuous woman. I don't know. Maybe you play is just like player women. Because it satisfies you. Because you don't have to settle down, innit? It satisfies your fear of commitment. Because if you're busy at work, they're busy at work. Between you lot's busy, especially if you're different countries. You both got, I reckon these people like open relationships, but act like they're committed, but they all know they're not. The women and the men, they're not. That's why they're angry. I think they're having a self-realization. They're not even committed to each other, not even as friends or lovers. They're not. They're all too fucking promiscuous. Someone's very passionate though to come in for a reunion with a soulmate person, maybe a Gemini person, Higher Priestess. That's single, loving, caring. Maybe somebody wants a baby. Take it as it resonates. Maybe an Aries person is looking at this insight when it comes to messages or lifestyle of being a soul, having a human experience. Or maybe the lifestyle of paying for Queen of Pentacles lifestyle. That's what this is all about, you know. Maybe he paid for her car. Now there's a battle. Painful end and come to balancing because they're moving. Maybe someone paid for someone's car and a house, you know. Like rent and stuff like that. So that's like a lot of commitment when it comes to money. That's why someone's angry. Because their foundation's coming down. That's a lot, boy. Tell you that players thing is a massive illusion, you know, because women act like they were innocent and they weren't. They were all playing each other though. They were all players. They were never like single, like that's In my face, yeah, that's my partner. But both in this toxic relationship they're in this row, yassa, up to here, the man and the woman, them, even though you lot might have been commitment, married, whatever it was, they were all playing each other. They were all playing. And I think the men are shocked they got played, maybe. Because maybe the women were worse. Because you know why? It's emotions. And they didn't realize about their emotions. So they got more stuck in a situation. So maybe this person feels they miss out on a situation with a higher priestess. Maybe a Leo person. Maybe bringing down his foundation. Got a different perspective about decision when it comes to lying. When it comes to a Taurus person, when it comes to their options, when it comes to a path, when it comes to projects. Justice is here now. Someone's taking that leap of faith. It's always someone lying, stealing, cheating, doing something. I wonder what you're not going to do when you've got no one around now. What are you going to do? Somebody wants to hold on to a higher priestess. Maybe a king of wands. Maybe someone feels very grounded, very ambitious. Maybe someone feels like they got their security together. They feel like more grounded because now you can water from the soul of the self, from your intuition, psychic gifts, to water your seeds to make you feel more secure, more abundant, and more sufficient when it comes to stability. Yeah, because now you've got the pre-emperor. 1, 2, 3. Now you've got the pre-emperor. You just need the truth. He hasn't told his soulmate the truth. Pre-emperor. The emperor has to rebuild himself back again. That's what he has to work on. He has to work on rebuilding himself back again. Maybe king of wands. He has to rebuild. He has to hold back on his budget. Or maybe he wants to hold on to a higher priestess. Maybe he wants to defend the higher priestess. Maybe he thinks it's the earth angel. Someone's looking at justice. Maybe king of wands. Fairness, balance, truth, karmic. What goes around comes around. Every action has a reaction. Someone's turning down someone's foundation. And whoever the justice card is on, please do not let my readings be false. Make sure you've got your right evidence, all right, to back your foundation coming down. But if it comes for a lawsuit, king of wands is winning. King of wands is winning. I didn't even see that in my hand, the money. The money goes back to the king of wands. This is why the king of wands got to hold back any budget going back into this group. Could be Virgo, could be Capricorn, could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, a man and a woman. You don't got to use your own intuition. I can't keep telling you like your star signs. It's energy. It's just energy. Because everyone's got these star signs in them. So you've got to figure out energy. So what's the energy in your group? What's your energy on your foundation? Ego. Ego. What energy do you go with more? Is it the dark or the light? Simple. Is it gold or diamonds for envy, jealousy, materialism, that everything you've got to be promiscuous because you've got to keep up your foundation? Or is it good? You got the word good, G-O-O-D, take the extra O out. What do you have? G-O-D. God, there you go. Just be good. The extra O is the universe. You, using your intuition, mind, body, soul. But Western world only sees 3, mind, body, soul, to work with. This is why most people in like religious worship groups, or they look at people on a pedestal, because they're not blending it with the heart. Because the heart is the seat of the soul. So this is why most masculines get finessed by women for a long time, you know. Even a player can get finessed on their pathway. Why? Because they use their intuition less. They use their intuition less, man. Maybe he's got mother issues. Yeah, maybe someone wants to invest in a new love. Take that leap of faith. Because what you say is what you reap, man. And maybe a Taurus person is going for a foundation problem. A Cancer, a Virgo, Capricorn person, Taurus person, Sagittarius person, or a Capricorn, or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. All going down. Why? What you say is what you reap. Maybe with the 7 Pentacles in this group, they lack patience because the anger is there, the devil's there. That means they don't have no patience. They're impatient. Do you understand? Things are possible in life, but this group sees things as possible, but deep down it's impossible because all they see is money, and money is what they think that goes around. Do you understand? No, it's emotions and your intuition. So now this work group is looking at delayed success. Why? What you say is what you reap. So now someone invested in a new love. Why? Because it comes with generational wealth, man. Take that leap of faith. Fresh hope, take that chances, new pathway, adventure, new beginnings. Maybe a Leo person, when it comes to the judgment, because maybe a decision's been made, and now they're being balanced, fed, and true, blunt truth about a King of Cups, maybe 2 Queen of Wands, and a Taurus person. Take it as it resonates, and maybe a younger fire sign person as well. But when it comes to creativity in this group, they're too fucking immature. It's too immature, man. This is why someone's making a decision and it's blatant. They're moving away. Maybe a Gemini person. Because maybe someone's looking into or stalking or getting information or learning about happiness, a Leo person. Because maybe a Leo person or a lover of a Leo person was happy for unalivement for money from this investor. So now maybe it's King of Pentacles. Maybe a Virgo person, Capricorn person, Taurus person. Look at this ending. But his soul is saying, right, I'm taking a leap of faith. I'm doing blunt talking. It could be any masculine that is maybe in like abundance, on that verge. We're looking at groundship. But they're looking at taking a leap of faith, blunt talking, getting rid of any confusions, any obstacles, challenges. It comes with discernment. Now they're bringing the Ace of Wands with lots of options on their pathway. On their pathway. But someone keeps looking back, lying on their pathways. You've got to have a different perspective about maybe an earth sign family or a Cancer family when it comes to unrequited love. And that's the truth. You've got to use your intuition when it comes to your foundation coming. You've got to use your intuition. So maybe somebody was looking for a payout while they became a baby mama. Maybe somebody was looking for a payout. That's why they became a baby mama. This is why they probably start manipulation. But somebody wants to come in, maybe, and have children and settle down with a Gemini person or a water sign person. Because there's a hidden feeling about lifestyle change. They're manifesting it. Maybe the Emperor. Maybe the Emperor stuck in his thoughts about a Gemini person. An air sign person made that decision, maybe to be a soul, having a human experience, because they're seeing a spiritual teacher, Queen of Swords. Maybe they feel like they miss opportunity because they're very strong. Someone's thinking about maybe the devil walking away. Turn from a Taurus or Libra person. Somebody wants to go to a 2 of Cups. Somebody blatantly knows, man, that the Queen of Swords is a real life empress. Come back from a lifetime. And they're just jealous about it, man. And they're stuck about it. It just takes time, innit, for people to just understand the truth, innit? Everyone's used to being a king and a queen. And I think people are just in disbelief, maybe. This is why there's a shock, unwanted changes. Because now they understand a Leo is stuck thinking about a reunion with a Gemini person who he thinks is loving. They want to give and take to a higher priestess that's higher than a pope. Do you understand? So maybe there's a fight with a Queen of Pentacles. Why? Because the Queen of Pentacles is a backstabbing little bitch. That's why. She's done cursing. She wants a rock bottom, man. She's going for a rock bottom anyway. So, right, who cares? Let's keep moving. Once we see the 10 of Swords on the Queen of Pentacles, we don't give a shit. If that's a businesswoman you're dealing with, we don't give a shit, do we, collective? No, because you're coming out of a difficult situation. Why? Because Aquarius person, a Queen of Swords, I'm going to say it again, is a real life empress. And they wanted an ending for that. They were happy with a Leo person. Now, maybe a King of Pentacles look at the situation. He wants to take a leap of faith. I don't know how many times you got need to be told. How many times? I don't care. We don't look for validation, do we? No, we don't. So now we're looking at maybe someone single, maybe a Gemini person or Aquarius person or a Libra person. Someone's thinking about this person that's an earth angel, single, self-sufficient. Remember, I keep telling you, people, don't be fooled by that word independence or people that work and look like they got lights on outside. I've got a 4x4. I've got a big house. Independence. Look at it differently. Is it about self-sufficiency? Is it just based on sex, or is it based on real feelings, real passion from your intuition? Think about it. So now we're looking at Wheel of Fortune. There you go. Someone's going to celebrate a new cycle. Wheel of Fortune. Someone's in the Wheel of Fortune. Because they understand maybe a friendship group or third-party person. They need healthy boundaries, man. Healthy boundaries. King of Swords. Queen of Swords. There you go. King, Queen of Swords, man. She's always balanced. Always. Always. Why? Because God is in you. Go and find God in you. Bring that balance in you. When you're sleeping at night, think about God. Go and chat to God, man. That's what gives you the strength. This is what gives the strength for Queen of Swords. Why? Because someone behind her is missing an opportunity. Why? Because they know that she is a spiritual teacher, a soul having human experience, a very powerful person on her movements. The sky's her limit. Do you understand? So no, someone's on judgment. Why? Spying, stalking. Oh yeah, the Emperor. Somebody was manifesting the Emperor. Do you understand? To change his lifestyle. A lover that's worried. Oh yeah, that caused a fight. The Leo person. So now maybe sometime tie up one or two ends, because it was a very difficult situation, especially for the Empress. Oh yeah, because behind there, someone went on alignment that was hanging with a Leo person. Maybe a businessman Leo person, or maybe just a King of Pentacles that wants to come forward, take a leap of faith. Because somebody brought confusions. Why? Because they wanted projects. Oh yeah. Now someone's being very blunt to this lying, stealing, cheating person on this pathway. I wonder who it was. Let's have a think, should we? Was it Earth sign people? Was it Cancer person? Or was it unrequited love? Let's figure out the truth. Why? Because we're going to work on our own inner clarity so you can make breakthroughs with your own work, your own skills. Every skill can be transferred. All right. Bring in your ideas. Okay, and your plans, all right, and just go forward, all right? Because we understand someone had a wish fulfillment for their own foundation, okay, when it comes to the star. They wanted to block an Aquarius person that's a real life star. Oh, yeah, a Taurus person did. Why? Because they were relying on a lie of a friend. But no, we're looking at happy ever after. Do you understand? By who? Walking away from people, things, and places, especially when they break your heart over and over and over again, especially in this community. Maybe a Libra person, or maybe an Aries person, or Sagittarius person, or maybe a Queen of Wands. All right? So now we're looking at maybe a Two of Cups. Someone's very jealous about a Two of Cups, very envious, very toxic, very dark entity. They wanted rewards, recognition. Oh, yeah. So they bring a fight. They bring bullying. They done intimidation. They done everything. Do you understand? Thieving, violence, verbal, physical, mental abuse, you name it. They wanted to win at any cost. I wonder who the fuck that was. Queen of fucking Pentacles. But again, Ten of Swords. What I say, I don't really give a fuck when I see a Queen of Pentacles, a businesswoman, or just Genevieve Nadia with a Ten of Pentacles. Going for a backstab. You just backstabbed yourself. Any businesswoman that thinks they can intimidate people, oh well, you're going for a downfall. Miss Genevieve Nadia. Now we're going for love. Why? Because it comes from self-love. That person that have no self-love, so they backstab themselves. Why are they backstabbing my husband, my spiritual husband? And I told her for 5 motherfucking years, Genevieve Nadia, you got a chance to clean your act up. She said, no, I like my toxic holy grail. You know, that Coca-Cola that's first started with Coke in it. So now she's addicted to fame, fortune, thirsty. End. Finish. Finito. You were warned for 5 years. Too late now. The Devil's Book is out. Part 1, Part 2. Bye. Remember, walking love, talking truth. Use your intuition, my darlings, okay? Love you guys. Bye.